The One Big Beautiful Bill, or OB3, made some major changes to standard deductions, to child tax credits, but also to the taxability of tips and overtime. So for people that are in an employee classification and they receive a W-2 from their employer, well, that relationship requires the employee to provide the employer with a form called W-9. A W-9 form is a withholding direction for the employer. And based on what's on that W-9, meaning your filing status and your income, and if your spouse works, if you're married, there's a bunch of different factors that tells the IRS how much tax to withhold based on tables that are put out each year. Well, with OB3, and it happened on July 4th of 2025, all of those withholding tables might not be accurate anymore because you might have someone that is working with tips, working with overtime, and have those other changes, especially overtime, because typically when you have overtime, the amount of tax withheld, not necessarily your tax rate, but the amount of tax withheld by your employer is a higher percentage of your pay. Well, the IRS recently announced that they are not going to make changes here in 2025 to any of the information returns, which are W-2s, 941s, as it pertains to tax withholding. So what that means for people, especially people that have dependents or work a significant amount of overtime, which might end up being not taxable or a portion of it not taxable, they might find themselves with larger tax refunds when they have their tax return prepared or self-prepare it in 2026. I expect that the IRS does update the withholding tables for 2026, but with the passing of this bill and the condensed time frame and the lack of resources the IRS has, it came out and made the proclamation that they are not going to change these withholding tables. So you can either keep your withholding with your employer through the end of the 2025 as is, or you can potentially make a change. Definitely talk to your tax professional before making any changes to your W-9 or your withholding. Thanks for watching and have a great day.